So what's a house husband do when he doesn't have to get up to go to work in the morning? He gets up and goes to yoga class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My yoga mat. You're probably thinking, wow, Tom, you must love yoga to come at 6 in the morning. And I do not, but I have a goal. My goal is to do that thing where you stand on one leg and then you like kick your other leg out and hold it in your hand. But I'm not there yet. I'm lacking the flexibility to put my leg in that position. And I'm lacking the strength to hold my leg in that position. And standing on one foot is challenging, so. All right, we'll get the coffee on and then get my wife set up for work. I got about 10 minutes before she gets back from her walk. I know that because I can track her using my phone. There's nothing weird about that, right? Just for some of you who might be new here, I know that my Cuisinart has a grinder built in, but the reason I grind outdoors is because that grinder is broken. Anyway, turn the grinder off. I'll turn the my wife always unplugs these. I think that's a little silly, but I'm not going to die on that hill. Okay, turn the grinder off and turn the power on, and we're good to go. Now, you're probably thinking, Tom, you did your exercise, you made your coffee, your wife is set up for work, you're on easy street. And I would say no, I still have one nemesis left to face this morning. Duolingo, that owl. I have 900 days with Duolingo studying Spanish, and I can't quit. I mean, I can't quit. I have 900 days in. My kids have talked to me about sunk cost fallacies, and I realize that absolutely no one in the universe would care if I quit. 900 days of Spanish, you must be fluent. And as the people in Madrid say, no, I'm not at all. Anyway, let's knock out one lesson as quickly as possible and get this owl off my back. All right, time for a haircut. Haircut complete. Panera bread, are you rich, Tom? Actually, I paid 0. And how do you do that? I'll tell you. Panera has this offer where they'll give you 2 months free access to their SIP club if you just give them their credit card. So for the next 2 months, I can get these punches or these teas or these coffees every 2 hours. They say you can get one every 2 hours. For the next 2 months. So then I just put an alert on my phone to remind me to cancel it because I put it on my wife's credit card because I'm a brokey, and I'm good to go till, let's see, it's July, August, September. So it's the next day, and I guess yesterday I just forgot to record stuff. It's kind of hard to just keep recording everything you do all day. Not as hard as like having a job or anything, but you forget. So when we last left off, I had ordered that citrus punch, and I was bragging about how it was free, and that was a mistake. I mean, it was free, but it was a mistake to order it because I went home and I looked at how much sugar there is in grams, and it's like 68 grams of sugar. It's like 2 Snicker bars worth of sugar in that little cup. So, you know, we're all trying to cut sugar out of our diet because sugar is bad for you. And, well, anyway, so that's the last citrus punch I'll ever have. But yeah, so after I got that, I went and I bought, because it was Thursday, it was payday, my wife's payday, so I had all this money burning a hole in my pocket, so I bought a plant. I have to show you that. My daughter got me this really nice pot because my whole theme this spring was um, like Seville patio or Andalusia patio vibe, and she bought me this really nice pot from Spain, but I didn't have a plant for it. So now I have a plant for it. Uh, well, I can just grab it. Cool, right? It's really nice. This thing is called a baby sun rose. So not exactly something you'd see in Seville. I think it looks nice. So then what happened? So then I went home and I worked on my next video, which was we made some soup, some Italian sausage soup, and that's going to be the next video. I'm trying to get on a routine of publishing twice a week. Maybe then I'll get some more subscribers or viewers if there's a routine. Not related, but if you're wondering why I'm trimming Deadheading Mums in July, you're like, aren't they more of a October thing? Yes, they are. I have no idea why these are blooming. Stuck them in this pot and they just went nuts. They actually started growing in spring. I saw a bunch of buds, so I cut the whole thing back. I said, no, you're supposed to bloom in October. And they started doing it again, and I'm like, fine. So I'm just gonna deadhead what I can. So then what happened? So I bought the plant and I came home and Wimbledon was on. So we watched some Wimbledon and we cheered for the Americans. And then Pam said, I want to go to IKEA because she wanted to buy some inexpensive cutlery, some knives and forks and spoons. But she doesn't like to go to IKEA alone because she gets lost. And so I have to go with her anytime she wants to go to IKEA, which I don't mind because IKEA is, kind of fun to walk through. And given all the time on my hands, I'm somewhat of an expert on all the shortcuts. Yeah, we went there and I gave Pam a little bit of training on how to navigate through and how to read the signs and the markings on the floors and all the secret passages. Got home from that. Her friend is feeling under the weather. So Pam, she's a nurse. She went to visit her friend. And my other kid was going out to hang out with his friends. So I was all alone. And I said, well, I'll just go to yoga. I already went once today, but the yoga I was going to is it's at night. So it's like relaxing. And they even have this thing called Nidra, which is a guided meditation where you relax and you try to hit that zone between awake and asleep. It's pretty wild, actually. I always fall asleep. And sometimes you have hallucinations, you have the same kind of hallucinations you have when you're just starting to fall asleep. So that's always fun. And yeah, sure enough. So I went to yoga and, you start from your head and you work your way down your body. And I got to my ears and I fell asleep. And I came to when she was talking about, okay, start to bring movement back into your body. And I'm like, huh, what happened? So yeah, I was relaxed. I didn't have a whole lot of nidring going on. So am I the yoga expert? No, I rarely go twice, but that teacher's really cool. She's kind of like, okay, we're gonna lay on the mat. We're gonna start off just relaxing, and your legs are straight. Unless you don't want them to be straight, then you can do this or do whatever feels good. Whatever your body's asking for. I mean, if you want to do the whole class in child pose, she'd be like, good, listen to your body. You should be in child's pose. That's good. So, very low pressure. Very low. So let's see. What am I talking about? So then yoga. And then now I'm like, I took that nap, so now I'm wide awake. So then I came back and my wife went to bed and there I was. So I went online and played some video games until too late. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up because my friend who, blue collar, hardworking union guy, he's up at 0 o'clock in the morning. So he's sending me texts. The problem is the phone's by my bed, so it wakes my wife up and then she hits me. I guess there's a way to mute that. I should really look into that. Another video idea, how to mute your phone so your wife doesn't hit you. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. I hope you enjoyed my story. I think that's all I have to say. All right. Thanks for listening.